that card.
Planar Nexus.
Planar Nexus.
That's
wild.
It's
honestly turn 2.
Yeah, I mean, like again, it's way better than playing 2 Ancient Tombs or Ancient Tomb City. Just going, Tower Nexus get you a card. Will, what a round!
What a second round we just had. And now we're into the third. We're almost halfway through.
I can't believe it
6 rounds.
already. I know, which is pretty good. I like it. I think we have a very good pace so far. Hasn't been too many times. There's been a couple timing thingies because of beans, mirrors, and stuff. But we're rolling right along, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
we're getting into it. And, thank you all to those who have joined us, right? Those who are joining on our live stream. Those who are maybe joining in post, right? Maybe this is on YouTube and it's a VOD. But all of you, thank you for supporting Legacy and Magic as a whole, especially those who are in, the Ontario scene here for Legacy of the North, or I should say, like, kind of North America almost in general, right?
That's what it almost feels like, because again, we've traveled from we have North Bay, we have Chatham, Kent, London, we go to Buffalo. We're gonna go to all of us are gonna try to go Eternal Weekend at least, right? So we're basically covering North America with Legacy of the North. Right?
It's great, and here at End of the Battlefield in Newmarket, right? Davis and Yonge Street, right near the mall, if you know the area. The location here, we're so thankful for them offering the space, right? We've had tons of events here at our 3K. We had a 1K a couple weeks ago, right? I think we're having even the larger tournament, the Invitational, the Legacy of the North Invitational here on August 10th.
Coming up.
And that's point-based, isn't it, Dave? How does that kind of work, this like point-based invitational piece? So
whenever you play the locals, your name gets put into, once the tournament report gets printed to the Legacy North Facebook channel, it's any of the points you've accumulated go into an Excel spreadsheet. The top 32 players of all the people that are in that spreadsheet, the tournament reports, whatever it is, you get entered into the Invitational. If you are top 32 in points, you get an invite to said Invitational as well too, right? So again, the whole point is you're playing for points. Again, or you just play casual and play locals, right?
Yeah.
So now we're going to the gameplay. On the left side of our screen, we have Kevin on Eldrazi. I want to say aggro.
It looks like it from here.
And then on the right side, we're just double checking who we have
a cloud
here.
post?
It could be. Very much could be.
Oh, I see an Urza tower.
Oh, so this might be the post deck that we've been talking about and hearing all the good stuff about. There's a new lands. That new land.
Oh, it makes it's like every land.
Yeah,
every Urza
exactly.
land. It makes tower tap for 3 on turn 2.
Yeah,
post in the chat. We're forgetting right now.
Yeah.
We're 2 rounds, almost 3 rounds in. So let us know what the name of this card is. But we'll probably be seeing it this match from maybe not both of our players, but definitely.
No, yeah, I'd probably say just if it is just the Cloud Post style deck, it's going to be the Urza player. Both players are 2-0 at this rate, so we're very much basing everything off on the 2-0 factors right now.
Yeah.
So Eldrazi is a mulligan to 6 right now.
It looks like
small.
Do we know who's a player?
Yeah. Do we know who's on the play?
No.
Okay. We're gonna find out.
We'll find out in a moment.
Oh,
boom.
Here we go.
Beseiju. Pass. We're gonna have that green mana. I'm not gonna need to cast this or use its ability. Destroy one of your lands. I'm just gonna make green.
Yeah.
And then do nothing.
I mean, your opponent is probably just trying to discern: is this lands? Is this Eldrazi? Is this 12 post, Cloud Post style deck? What is going on? Why is it green deck?
Yeah, and they might not know exactly what the other person's playing too, right? I don't think we're playing open deck lists, right?
Nope, not at this
Crop
point.
rot right away.
Okay, so now this could be 2 things. It could be lands, or it could be 12 post. But as we know, we see towers in the deck there.
Oh yeah, we see.
So we're going cloud. There we go. Planar Nexus. That's the name of the card. That's what it was. I knew we were thinking of something here. Yeah, so Planar Nexus is every non-basic land type. So in this case, it is a Locust and an Urza.
So you mean my tower can tap for 3 if I play it next turn?
100%.
Oh my goodness.
And your Urzas, sorry, your Cloud Post, count towards Glimmer Post and Cloud Post themselves, because they are Locusts. This is a Locust.
Let me guess, this is a Modern Horizons card?
Yeah, Modern Horizons 3. It's actually from, I believe it's from the Commander deck. Yeah, Modern Horizons 3 Commander. So it's not even a
Karn
from the set.
Look at this tower into Karn
Karn
turn 2.
turn 2. I mean,
Oh my goodness.
I mean, that's basically like double tomb into a Karn, but at least you're not using 4 life on this. You just get main deck bridge. Yeah.
This is, oh my goodness.
Sorry, sideboard bridge, yes.
Yeah, and gets ensnaring bridge. Says, okay, aggro deck.
Beat me now.
Yeah, beat me now. I do have a lot of cards in my hand right now, but
What can you do, yeah?
I have Ugin. Okay. Hypothetically, 3 mana.
At this point, okay, here's our Flesh Raker again. A very, very fun card.
We made a mistake last time when the Kozilek's new kind of card came out. It actually makes 0/1 spawn. So it looks like we're going to be casting it here, making a spawn.
Casting another one.
And casting another one. Woo!
Love this is great because you get
It
the
deals damage.
You get the 2 colorless mana from the temple, so you can cast 2 of them with the Eye of Ugin in play.
This is really good.
Here you deal 2 damage.
This is a way to get around bridge.
Yeah,
You
just
can
play.
just burn them out.
Just keep playing artifacts. Keep playing colorless spells. Sorry, colorless spells. Yeah.
Shock. A shocking event.
So it actually only triggers on colorless creatures. We should probably. This card has a lot of text, as we said before. A lot of text going on here. So there's another card in the deck called Wasescape Battle Mage. This is the one we were talking about that bounces creatures.
Enchantment? Artifact or enchantment?
If it was kicked, yeah. So if it was kicked for a blue and a colorless, you return target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. If it's kicked for a green, you exile target artifact or enchantment.
That's really good.
This is really modal. I love this.
This card is very versatile, and being able to pump this out, he's going to need some colored mana, of course, right, within this piece, but
So
not too much of a worry. There's the ensnaring bridge.
Yeah, this is basically just try to keep your hand full of cards while trying to attack me. But if he gets, what do you get here? Liquid metal coating or haywire mites? Okay. For just looking here, is there anything in specific? The only thing would be Bauble, Vexing Bauble, because everything else is a creature with no artifact type.
Yeah.
So I'm not 100% sure here.
I'm wondering, why that, but maybe just a blocker, but it doesn't really matter right now. But yes, they can attack. Okay, Ancient Tomb. Nice foil, Ancient Tomb.
Yeah, that's
as well.
the from the Vault version.
Oh yeah, a lot of people don't like those foils, I have to say.
Honestly, I mean, I was a guy that loved them. I still have them. I love them.
I like them
They're
personally,
great.
but thought not steer. Start dumping.
We're doing good. Here we go.
Okay, the One Ring, Disruptor Flute, Cloud Post, and I don't know what the first one is.
Good question.
I can't see it.
so
I think it's Sowing Mycosynth Spawn.
We don't have the deck list for the opponent at the current moment. So, it is. Yes.
Spawn. Okay.
So One Ring, Cloud Post.
Yeah,
Flute.
you're gonna get rid of One Ring.
Yeah.
Oh, what? How's that a thing? Anyhow, Judge.
That's not legal, Judge.
Yeah, that's not legal.
Okay, so I took the ring, and it's exile, which is good to know. I mean, that's not a huge thing because Karn can still get it back from exile.
Yeah,
Let's talk
Karn
about that. All right, so I mean, at this rate, we're just seeing how much damage they. Yeah, because he has to do something here because he can attack
within this still. So we'll kind of see where we're going within this. Ensnaring Bridge, not going to be helping too much. I guess he's not playing the One Ring, right? Because he's not going to want to draw with his Ensnaring Bridge, right? So everything can start attacking. So I understand that piece. It may always just be good to fog a turn and have that potential, but I get it. These guys probably know their decks better than I do. I don't play a Cloud Post version and this new version as well, right? With all the new Modern Horizons cards, Vexing Bauble.
I was going to say, this deck got a huge number of upgrades. It got the Planar Nexus, it got Vexing Bauble.
Mycosynth Spawn, and that other guy.
Yeah, there are so many good cards that have been added from MH3 into this particular deck. Flute is a very good card.
What are you naming the Flute here?
We're going to find out, but I would say, without looking at the screen, I would probably choose against Eldrazi. Oh, man, that's actually really tough.
I don't even think he's playing Wastelands, is he?
Maybe a Bauble of your own.
Oh, yes.
Maybe against Wasteland. Yeah, okay, there's 2 Wastelands in Kevin's deck here, so it's a good name. Because you're not playing any in Cloud Post, so basically you want to keep your mana alive. Okay, so moment of truth here. We're drawing. Okay, so we have a board full of 3 spawns, a Thought Knot Seer, and 2 Fleshrakers. Man, Fleshraker is quite a card.
Yeah, that's good, and especially being able to ping him right around this Ensnaring Bridge. He does have to cast non-colorless creatures. Look at the Wasteland. Disruptor Flute coming in clutch, I guess, here.
Yeah.
But the big piece is, is he going to be able to cast enough creatures to ping him to death? Yes, he's going to take 2 each time, right, for each creature, which is great. Or can he get this? He's going to take another card from his hand. Not
gets rid of the land destruction guy. Love it.
He can attack with his spawns. I'd send a message.
I was exactly what. Oh, take 0. Get out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
Another spawn.
He's gonna go to
what? These Fleshrakers are pretty nasty.
And make 2 little guys each time. He's got like tons of mana. Yeah, this will be interesting in regards to board state. I always think, I played a lot of Modern in regards to against Urza's. It's all about the top decks, especially within this, right? You have Ensnaring Bridge. Are your top decks going to be crazy good?
I think that's a ring.
That is a ring. The thing is, do you put it in? Fog. You're not really worried. You have 2 2s and 4 4s. You can technically always have 1 card in hand, maybe, but you're going to be taking more damage from the ring too.
100%.
So maybe play it and then kind of figure it out from there. That's what I would do, but we'll see. He's really thinking about it here. Yeah, why not?
You know what? I mean,
fog a turn.
Yeah, draw some cards. I mean, it's not horrible, especially because now you're down on cards. But yes, you got to have bridge so that no one can actually attack or do any kind of damage.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna be careful getting shocked each time, right? Whenever a creature's being played, and then if he's getting pinged for 1 by the 1 ring, right? Yep. He draws 2 one time. Yeah, he may be able to get it out of his hand, but that's another 2, right? So life totals. He is at 12. We just a little life total update, 12 to 16, right? They just haven't updated the larger health up at the top for each of them. So
I think the big thing is that Kevin has to remember that his opponent has protection currently.
Yes. So he can't target. But if it says each, okay, he is going to draw.
Yeah.
Okay, I can respect that.
Yeah. So Frederico, now we have a name at least. Frederico. Yeah.
We're going to call him Eldrazi.
Frederico has the 1 ring activated.
It looks like what? This is one thing I always find too, right? If you're just drawing the lands part of your deck, that's great. Great, lots of mana, but now you need some interaction. Right? You need something. Okay, you have.
Yeah, it's just lands at this. Yeah, that's right. This 1 ring is good, but not when you're facing Fleshrakers and Thought Knot Seers. I mean, they're on standby for now, but still.
You're not going to want to draw here because he's going to be able to start attacking. He does have effectively 2 more life than what is actually there too, because of the Haywire Might.
Yep, that is true.
So he can filter into his Planar Nexus, get rid of it. He could also always exile his 1 ring if he's feeling crazy.
That is fair. That is fair.
If he starts drawing a ton of cards, right, but needs to not get pinged.
It's not an legal play. So what is Kevin thinking here? So his opponent doesn't have protection for the turn. So he's clear from that.
There's 1 card in hand.
He can't attack at all. Now he will draw 2. Federico draws 2.
Draw 3 in your upkeep before the damage.
Come on, do it. Do it. No.
Do it for the people.
He wanted to keep his life total preserved. Okay, took some damage. You draw for a turn. Ooh.
2 more lands?
Yeah, actually, there's no draw right now.
I think he's got another Disruptor Flute.
I mean, he's had everything but lands so far, so now it makes sense you're going to draw a bunch of lands at this rate.
Let's see. Decisions. Like, what are you looking for here, right, to try to get out of it? Like, as an Urza player, like, even, we kind of know what our Eldrazi, he's looking to maybe destroy this Ensnaring Bridge, right? And then just punch in for a ton.
I think Cloud Post is looking for the new Ulamog.
Wow. Okay.
There's an eye, so he can tutor for the Ulamog now, because he's currently at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 mana. Map rate.
Ooh.
Yeah, so there's tons of mana. And then the eye reduces the Ulamog by 2 as well. So we have that.
Lot. Let's see here. Just make sure those are tabbed. Gonna make this spawn. And what land are you getting here? Probably another Cloud Post? Maybe not? Oh no, Wasteland it looks like it. He's getting...
So he doesn't play... I don't believe he plays Wasteland in the Cloud Post deck. No, probably get another Post or... his Planar Nexus not...
Okay, yeah.
I did not think of that in the main there. So much for.
Oh yes, because when it comes in, it can destroy it for the piece.
Yeah, so it has two modes. If it kicks, if it's not kicked, you search for a land. If it's kicked, you wasteland them or strip mine them essentially.
Yeah.
And
So
then
good.
you still get your land.
Playing the Tabernacle. Look at this.
Yeah, so it's basically an exile strip mine. Yeah, so playing Tabby. And
Is he gonna have enough? Okay, he has a ton of spawns though. That's the thing, right? Like he's gonna want to try to dump his hand here though. What he's got.
yeah. Okay.
He's playing the Elvish Spirit Guide. Let's go.
So where was the green from again? Was it from the player
Yeah,
nexus?
yeah, he filtered it with the Plato.
Oh, because you filtered, right? Yeah.
To make that green.
Another
Oh,
flute.
that's great. What do you name?
Again.
Oh, our creature.
Sure, I guess you can. Yeah, because then the flash breakers cost, because it does have two modes.
Yeah.
It's pithing needle on one, and also the spell costs 3 more with the name. So if he names Flesh Raker, the new Flesh Rakers will cost 6.
Yeah, and that's what he names.
Yeah. So it makes sense. Now he's deciding on what to pay for Tabernacle, I presume.
Yeah, paying for Tabernacle now. Pay for both. You pay for the Thought.
He's just resolving it accordingly.
You could let the Thought-Knots die, get him to draw cards,
Yes, that is true.
and then attack. You
Yeah.
know, now he has blockers, but it ain't gonna work. And that thing's a 3/3 too.
Well, the owner of, yes,
spawn. Yeah, that's
correct.
wild.
Yeah, this is we're gonna find out here what the exact mana. Okay, so we still have 5 triggers to resolve. So we're paying with the tomb. That makes sense. You want to keep some of your non-damaging mana around, unless the tomb is for the 2 Thought Knots.
Yeah. Tap it, untap it. Keep holding priority this way.
Yeah, Kevin's been around the block, so he knows how to play pretty darn well. So he's mathing out exactly what the outcome is here.
Yeah, figuring out what he needs to do here. Like, he's going to be wanting to point this wasteland at Tabernacle, of course, right? Layering-wise, right? We kind of know how that works. So it's still going to have this effect for this turn, so he is going to lose some stuff.
Okay, so he's paying for Thought Knot.
Yeah, he's putting things on the left side. He pays for the other one?
You know what? I probably can't activate Wasteland. Oh man, this is getting tough now. I mean,
you can't Wasteland yet still.
I think you may want to keep the Wasteland around, so just getting rid of the spawns is probably okay.
Yeah.
And he's going to sack the Thought Knot so that his opponent will draw. So now
4 cards.
he can attack with the Flesh Rakers if he really wanted to. Still not the. How many cards is
4?
Oh, 4 exactly. So he did the math on the 4, keeping the Thought Knot to be able to attack if he so chooses. What is actually a blocker? Hairwire Might, Elvish Spirit Guide, and the Sowing Myco Spawn are the blockers right now. So unless Kevin draws has the Battle Mage in hand that we're missing.
Yeah.
But I don't think he has blue mana.
No, he's not going to be able to do the kick, right?
So he's just attacking with the Thought Knots in this case.
Yeah, attack for 4. It's going to be chump ball on. The fact Elvish Spirit Guide got played, it did its thing.
Yep.
Usually a dire situation when they're getting played.
I was going to say.
In this time, not too much.
It's usually at the end of your like, you know what, it's the final blow that you have to block, you know. Oh, he does have the Battle Mage. Okay, so we're Battle Maging, we're triggering the Flesh Raker.
Yeah.
Okay.
So take 2.
So we're actually gonna take 3 at the end.
Oh yeah. But not kicked.
Okay, so we're taking he's again, he didn't kick, right? He just played it.
No, he doesn't have that colored mana for it, right?
Man.
So
I wish he did.
yeah, that would be like
Yeah.
turning the whole game, right? You just kick it. You can exile a flute if you want, and then get rid of the wasteland, and then on wasteland, and then at wasteland tabernacle, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, yes, you're still under the gun of.
You could technically even exile the ring, but again, the ring is doing his own inflicting damage here. So I think you just pass turn and let them. Oh no, because he won't be able to. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, we have a bit of a. Did something happen? Oh, he can pay for Tabernacle. Okay, yeah.
So he can't miss this now.
No. There's been a bit of an errata rule change, judge call type situation where if you didn't presume to pay for them, technically when you draw, you should have the opportunity to pay. But again, it's so that's because of Tabernacle. It's because his Federico didn't pay. Kevin kind of said, "Hey, you didn't
What's going on?
You didn't.
Yeah, so
So there's a bit of a weird thing where you can technically, to your opponents, you say, "Hey, I drew, but I'm actually going to pay for the creatures." But if your opponent's a bit of a sniper or a shark, they could just say, "Hey, you didn't pay, so you have to sacrifice." So I mean, when in the end of it, it's your triggers, your creatures. Technically, you have to remember it's your stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, it happens.
Especially in a 3K like this.
These are high stakes, to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Right. So
Karn.
again, you have to just watch your plays when it comes to Tabernacle not paying.
Yeah. Does he have a way to get rid of the One Ring? That's the question. In his sideboard.
So can he drop a lattice here? I think he can. I think he'll go post top for 3, 4 each. If I'm doing the math right.
The soft lock in the game is available. The question at hand is
1 colorless floating.
okay. So the game's locked, hypothetically speaking.
So creatures can still attack. It's just you can't tap any mana essentially for resolves.
So no Flesh Rakers
And-
killing him. He'll go to 1.
And the spawns become artifacts, so they can't tap for mana.
Oh my goodness.
So right now Kevin is going to lose his whole board because of Tabernacle.
He even says just get
Yeah.
the little hand
Everything.
motion. Your whole
Yeah.
board's dead.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
game.
he's like, yeah, I'm good here
Okay, so
because he has no way out of that.
I actually kind of like that, right? It's kind of like
I
hey,
win
you
button.
did- Yeah, I win button, and also you didn't pay for those die. You could tell that he missed out. He's like, oh
He's
yeah,
like,
you're right.
Yeah. Now it's your turn to lose your board.
Yeah,
See?
you lose.
See? Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'll just get lattice, and you can't do anything.
I'm imagining the Spider-Man meme of each of them pointing at each other.
No, you side creatures. No, you cycle creatures. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
okay, so right now we don't have Frederico's sideboard, but we do have Kevin's, which is on the left side. So we do have 3 Dismembers, 2 Disruptor Flutes, 3 Fairy Macabres, 4 Mindbreak Traps, 2 Vexing Baubles, and 1 Caracas. I like the Caracas, not in this matchup. I like the Caracas because of the Sowing Myco spawn.
Yeah, yeah.
What are your thoughts on the board so far? What are we thinking here?
I think Disruptor Flute, right? I think is a nice thing too. Like naming Karn, right? Because a lot of the big piece within it is just this Karn package, right? Is a lot of that sideboard being able to maybe turn that off, right? Is a nice little piece of it. And I think what else are you bringing? That's maybe
you might, probably maybe Dismember to kill Myco spawns of your opponents. I mean, I know they've done their damage, but getting rid of those is not an issue.
Get them off the board,
right? I mean, I was just gonna say Caracas, but you don't want to Caracas back your opponent's Ulamog. That'd be value for them. Other than that,
could you bring Caracas in for yourself and just start going wild? I feel like that's too narrow.
No, there's no legendary creatures. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe Dismembers, maybe the Flutes for Eye of Ugin, but then you can't Eye, which is fine because I don't think you're supposed to be the aggro deck. So if you can't search for if you can't Eye, I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's more for your opponent being able to find the Ulamog and whatnot, right? So,
yeah.
Other than that, Flute and Dismember, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I think those are the pieces.
Yeah.
And it looks like.
So let's see. Frederico's got Dismember and Flute.
We know what's in his sideboard.
Yeah.
Dismember. And then other pieces we'll kind of find out. So we'll see how game 2 goes. That was a pretty good game 1, I'd say, right?
Like back and forth.
Oh, hey, winner! We got the deck list.
We have Frederico's deck list. Let's go.
Snaring Bridge, Sorcerer Orb, many kind of pieces in regards to what's going to be, grabbed by Karn, along with just those pieces. Mice and Lattice, we saw that end the game before, right? 3 Dismembers? Yeah, 3 Dismembers. So probably those, you don't put in a surgical.
No, I don't think so either.
And
Dismembers.
then really just, you leave everything else in almost just for Karn.
Torpor Orb is not that good, but again, that's a tutor target for Karn, so that's fine.
You're not bringing in the surgical, I don't think. You could go crazy and do it, right? But
I mean, honestly, it might just be Dismembers.
Yeah, I think that's it.
That's what I'm looking at here. Yeah.
Seeds of Innocence.
Seeds of Innocence. Yeah, I think that's one that blows up a bunch of artifacts. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's the board wipe for artifacts.
Yeah, double green, colorless. Can't be regenerated.
Yeah.
Don't see that much anymore.
I mean, was regen a thing with Affinity? With Ravager? No, Ravager doesn't have regen.
But it was around that block.
It was, right? Yeah, okay.
Yes. And regenerate this creature.
So there you go. Nonetheless, so now Eldrazi will be on the play. So I guess
That's good for them.
the best start for Eldrazi is probably like, oh man, maybe like an Ayavugan into Endless One into turn 2 Glaring Fresh Rakers.
Yeah. You're gonna be wanting to, if you can keep those sowing Mycosynth Spawn as well, right?
Yeah.
Just like
Blow up the Cloud Post as fast as possible.
exactly
Planet
right.
Nexus, right?
It was a crazy turn too, as well, right? From our player friend,
Yeah.
right? So it was well played, right? Turn 2 Karn. Can't get much better than that, I feel.
Okay, so Eldrazi on the play. We're on straight into action here.
Waste go.
We're playing the one of waste for starts.
Okay. Oh, Fred has the Tabernacle in hand. The Forest go.
Okay.
Look at this.
Wow, basics.
High level play.
We know our basics are most important here.
So you have the 1 basic as well? No, he's got 3 basic
3.
forests in here.
I'm guessing because of the Myco spawns and there might be some. Oh, maybe for the Seeds of Innocence because he needs to be able to cast
Yeah,
the
the
sideboard,
green.
right? He does have 4 once upon a time, which we haven't seen yet. And he may have in his hand. Maybe we missed it right now. He may cast it. We'll see.
Yeah, you still can.
So turn 2 Flesh Raker.
That's pretty good. That's
Yep.
a nice little start, right? Talking about what our Eldrazi player needs to get going off
Yep.
the rip. That's a good one.
100% here. So we still haven't cast a spell yet. We'll see if once upon a time is the draw. It is not.
Dismember in hand, so this is going to be dealt with probably on his turn. Pay the 1 colorless, take the 4 life, maybe. Is that a crop rod he wants?
Yeah, he's a crop rod too. Is Tabernacle in hand? Did you see his?
Yeah, there is. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure there is a Tabernacle.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Not
Okay,
going
what
to
do
do
we-
long here when you have Ancient Tomb against you. But yes, that is 2 life each time.
I'm thinking Planner Nexus, but I could be wrong.
Yep, you're right.
That's a good choice. Because I'm not sure if there's a tower in hand either.
And there might be 1 Eldrazi land in here, and then we can kind of start getting lots and lots more.
Okay, so we have a Planner Nexus in play. I mean, shuffling the deck is part of watching Paper Magic. Lots of shuffling.
Shuffle. Not like MTGO where it's kind of instantaneous.
Yeah, boom, you shuffle and the
Yeah.
card's ready to go. That's why all these combo decks you play online, you don't have to count the mana for it, you don't have to count the storm, you just do your thing. Whereas in paper, there's a lot of moving pieces.
Are you going to do turn 2 Karn again?
It might,
Or Ring?
honestly, I think in this, it depends on what he's got. It's either, does he have Karn? Does he have Karn?
Maybe Ring, yeah.
I'd probably go for the ring too if he just had the ring.
Because the Thought Not Seer does nothing, right?
Yep.
If he does have it, which he does, we see it there.
No thought, no Flesh Raker for the turn, so cast all the spells you want, nothing's going to happen. So Kevin may flash in put in a bunch of colorless creatures to make a bunch of spawns, but that damage won't do anything. So
Do you hold it then? Do you just hold your creature?
honestly, I might just hold a couple, but we're going to find out because he can't Thought Knot, so hopefully he knows that. He may play another Flesh Raker, which is totally fine too.
Is it a may or is it you must?
The damage, it is a must.
Okay.
Now this is a new one, Eldrazi Line Breaker, which at the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gains haste and plus X plus O until end of turn, where X is the number of Eldrazi you control. So in this case, it's 3. So it gets plus 3 plus O. And again, he has to have the colors for it, which we do not at this current. Although he did, sorry, he had the colors for Cavern. So
He's not going to attack though.
correct,
He's
because it doesn't matter.
he's got the 1 ring.
Yes.
I like the Pro Tour sometimes where they. No, I'm kidding. That was unfortunate of how that all happened.
Yeah. So good. Here we go. Okay, so we have a draw. That was in the main phase you drew, correct? Yes. Or sorry, yeah, I believe so. Or upkeep or draw.
Yeah,
one or the other.
I'm not sure what part.
Oh,
Okay, there we go.
there we go.
Okay, that's better. I was like,
Yeah,
what just happened?
I swear we didn't miss anything yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 4 mana. We can have 7 mana.
You could have a bunch, eh? Oh my
Man, this
goodness.
Planet Nexus really increases this. Increases this.
Any Alpine Moons in the chat? No.
No, yeah. Well, see, and this is why Blood Moon strategies are so prominent, or people are trying it out right now because of all these Planet Nexuses and the towers. People have these super greedy mana bases. Being able to just get rid of your mana, it's great. Yeah, especially because Eldrazi needs colorless. So
Yes.
that's why there's the concession to 1 wastes in the Eldrazi deck, because you want to be able to play around Blood Moon.
Yeah.
Here's a card.
He pluses it.
Make this ring a 4/4.
Okay, 4/4 indestructible.
Yes, yes, very much.
I guess it gives trample, right? Yeah, it does give trample. I'm not saying that he will. Okay, and then okay, that's kind of interesting. Plays the Tabernacle after.
Yeah. So as long as it's up to your next until your next turn, up to one target non-creature artifact becomes an artifact creature with power and toughness equal to its mana value.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're right.
So he does pay for it. He pays with the waste and then pays with the spawn for his creatures.
I just realized that making your ring a creature is
Pretty good.
yeah, it's indestructible.
Yeah, your Karn will survive.
Yep.
Right?
Yes, it will, unless. Well, we're gonna find out if Kevin has another Eldrazi, or if he makes his line breaker give something haste. We're casting something for 3.
Thought not too.
Oh, it's a thought not for floating 1.
Okay. Shows him what he can take.
Dismember, flute, and 2 towers and a compost.
What do you take here? I take Dismember.
Yeah, I think dismember is your best option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Fluke you could get back as well with Karn, right?
Yeah, that
like,
too.
Not probably what he's gonna do.
And
But
you just want to get rid of anything that can get rid of your threats.
yeah.
That's the main thing here too, right?
And you know probably what Fred's gonna do next turn is maybe start getting what's it called? Snaring Bridge next turn, right?
Yeah,
these creatures are gonna start getting big, right?
Yep, it's gonna. I mean, you want to hide behind your ring and your bridge at this point, right? So, okay, we have 2 mana. One's a color of some sort, but it could just be for another. Okay, another thought. Not, I like it
Take the flute.
because he has the colors floating from the ancient tomb, and the eye makes it cheaper. So the flute is going to be gone. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'd wait maybe for him to Karn plus, but maybe he doesn't want to get flute on Wasteland.
Yeah.
So you force him to get the flute from exile if he wants to minus Karn. Because the ring will now lose its creature ability when Fred's turn starts.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't have to pay.
So he's double checking the wording that this thing gives it haste and plus X plus O, which will be for 5 right now, plus 5 plus O, which is actually pretty good.
Big.
But again, the ring is still there.
5 plus O. So 8. Is he just going to start swinging in with everything here?
Yeah. So
Or
one
just
of
everything I can?
actually he might. Yeah, because he can give both thought knots came in this turn. Yes, they did. So he can only give 1 thought knot haste. And the line breaker is a 3/3, so it will die to the ring if he blocks with the ring.
And I guess he'll
Yeah, I wonder why
hit
he's.
him down a little bit. I'm not sure. Like, I guess
This is interesting.
a
I'm not sure what he's trying to.
soak
Do
4
here.
goes to 2, I guess, right? That's a thing.
Oh, it has trample.
Yeah, because it
That's
has
the
trample.
keyword. Sorry. Yes.
So, like, I think
Okay.
that's fair because he can't search per se now, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is pretty good. I think that's one of the
No,
best kind of outcomes.
that's a fair plan. I forgot about the trample part. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna untap. Tabernacle doesn't have to pay for anything because there's no creatures in play, but we will lose 1. So make sure you lose that life, Fred.
Lose your life.
Lose your life. Do it. Do
Do
it.
it. He's technically at 13. Actually, I have no idea what their notepad say something different. That says 20. One says 13.
Oh, I think we're a little off on the life guys. Yeah, it's okay. It's all good.
Still has to lose
Part of the
life.
fun.
Still has to lose life. One of us has to lose life.
One of us has to lose life. Beauty.
I think he's taking that 12, but I'm not 100% sure still. Because the notepad says 13, but then he should be. Did he take his 1 ring damage?
Yeah, I don't think Fred took his 1 ring damage yet.
Ask him.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see the 1 ring damage either, right?
Because he was at 15, then he didn't go to 14.
Yeah.
He should have went to 14, then 12.
Okay, they just caught it.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
They just got it.
We're
Not
good.
letting
See?
that slip
Man,
through our hands.
I love how much coverage we have to be able to check all these little thingies that's going on in the game right now. I love it.
We
Okay,
got brainwaves on
high alert.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, that's it.
Okay, so Tabby is resolving. We're gonna see what the situation is here.
And this looks pretty tough now for our Eldrazi player, right? Like, Snaring Bridge is out.
Bridge and Tabber is just like it's crazy.
I don't
So we're
know
losing a
what
thought knot.
Fred has in his hand as well, right? Like, does he have another Karn? And
Yeah, we don't know.
Is he going to just lock him out again?
No, this is definitely tight. Like there's a lot going on, but I think the bridge is really a hindrance on this Eldrazi plan. The only option he basically has, but even if he wastes battle mages in, he can always Karn it back.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is Eldrazi's definitely having, as long as his opponent keeps drawing cards, yeah, he can keep attacking. Does he have 4 cards in there? He must have 4 cards in there. Yeah.
Get it all the damage you can.
Yeah, get it while you can.
Go to 6, go to 5.
Yeah, go to 5. Then he's gonna go to 4 if he draws more.
Kevin, can you make it around the block fully?
Yeah, let's
and
do
get
it.
there. We've said you've been here. You've been around. Can you get fully around?
Okay, so he's at 3.
He's got tons of mana.
Or 4. Sorry, he's at 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so 6, 7.
And he has another tower, I think, in hand too.
Oh,
right?
he does? Okay,
yeah.
so we got 10 mana. This is like ridiculous, yeah.
Yeah, this is
Hey, we're drawing 2. Let's do it. Drawing 2.
2 goes low, like it's risk. Gets another ring. Okay, you just play that.
Oh, okay, yeah. So his protection again. Yeah, this is. I mean, just I would reset the ring because you can't.
Oh, he does have a little long too.
Oh, he has it in his hand too.
Yeah,
oh,
10
so this isn't it? It is 10 mana for the Ulamog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're coming to a smash here. Oh, there's Ulamog. Yeah, he's like, I'll blow up these 2 things.
And I'll draw a card.
Yeah, and I'll cantrip too. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Right? Oh, jeez.
This is like you can return it to his hand. 1 for our Tron player.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, it's looking like 2 at this moment.
It might be. It's my turn to 2.
Part of the cards. Hiya!
Oh,
he got the battle mage.
Yeah, he has the blue.
He can return it to his hand.
Oh yeah, but he doesn't want to return.
And get 2 more things exiled from his board.
But if this bounces Ulamog, means his opponent can cast it again. Fred can cast it again, so that's not the best thing to do at this case.
Yeah.
I mean, he can exile the bridge and the ring, or one of them.
How about this? He somehow forgets to pay for Ulamog, even though it's indestructible, and sacrifices it.
All right, that is true.
No, that would happen.
Fred,
that would happen.
Fred, forget your triggers.
Yeah, no,
triggers.
I know that will be happening. I feel like these guys are both 2-0, right? As we said,
I'm assuming they're playing.
They're not going to mess that up.
They're playing pretty tight at this point.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I'm always for an underdog scenario. Kevin's wearing a Maple Leafs shirt as well, and we all know they're always the underdogs.
It's a WWE Maple Leaf shirt. There's some WWE thing on it.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Kevin is. I mean, I'm not sure if Kevin wants people to know this, but he's a huge WWE fan.
Oh.
So yeah, he likes all the paraphernalia for WWE. He has a chair from one of the events that he was at as well.
That's pretty cool.
Right? Yeah. Again, the side note there. So yeah. So there you go.
That's awesome.
Okay, so we have double cavern and is that a temple? Yeah, so 4 mana. Are we thought not searing?
He's kicking it.
Okay, we're kicking it. But there's no colored mana, so he's just cast or can you? No, you can't use cavern for kick here. So what's he doing? What's he thinking about? Okay, so exile.
Yeah, you can. Because kick's an additional cost, and it's
it's for the cost.
Right? Yeah.
There you go. See, Will knows.
Goblins.
See, there you go. He's like, oh yeah, I know exactly what's going on here.
But yeah, so this is okay, but he just replays it.
Okay,
like,
so
I
he
know
takes
this is bad.
2.
He doesn't. Okay, you exile the 1 ring. No, but then you exile a creature and the 1 ring, and then hope he doesn't have haste.
He should have to assert dominance, attack with the spawn.
Yes.
Right, but
that's
again,
right.
oh no, he's gaining 2. Oh no.
Oh, that's actually so good.
And there's the card. Okay, so he still has that's only 7 mana, so he can't Ulamog again. Oh, and then the lattice again.
Oh yeah. This is good game.
Yeah, that's it.
Kevin knows the writing on the wall.
Yeah. 2/04 cloud posts.
You know what?
Clean sweep.
I think Kevin played to his outs the entire time. The best that he could, right, within it, and he did well. So
yeah, I mean, he did what he had to do, right?
So, great work to both players. I have to say that was a good match. Another 2-0.
Yeah, clean sweep.
Our kind of not Tron player, right? Our towers getting there. That card.
Planar Nexus.
That's wild.
It honestly.
Turn 2.
Yeah, I mean, like again, it's way better than playing 2 Ancient Tombs or Ancient Tomb City. Just going, Tower Nexus get you a card, and then again you play another tower. You get a lattice right off the board. Yeah, so clearly Michael St. Vladis is a pretty strong card these days if you're playing the Karn board, right? So I mean, again,
Goodness.
see, and the thing is too, there's not really, unless I'm completely missing it. The only like maybe colorless thing to get rid of a lattice or the ensnaring bridge is, does K command even do anything? No, it doesn't even do anything.
You
Yeah.
can pay 1 million mana to
Yeah.
get rid of one of these massive creatures
Yeah,
at the end.
that's it basically, right? But other than that, I mean, yeah. So Lattice, I mean, we know when Karn was first printed, everyone was playing Karn Lattice.
Oh, yeah.
They preemptively banned Lattice in Modern because they didn't want to deal with it. So at this point, I mean, Legacy, again, Legacy level, it can do it. This is probably the best deck for it now. So we'll see how this deck pans out. So now, Cloudpush is 3-0.
3-0.
Yeah, Frederick is 3-0 at this point.